yo. Okay. Listen. This is not an ambush. I promise. Listen. I thought about it again at a time, and I wouldn't brought it up to you if it was an ambush. And I'm not being a demon. I thought. Okay. I think Crane is not at the same level of the one that we shall not name, and I think I like both you and Train.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the better in everybody, and I wondered, what if you guys sat down and just talked about the main viewpoints and problems, and you had a better understanding of each other, so that people stop clipping shit back and forth, and it's a weird drama, and that inflames viewers and the commenters to be weird and take things out of context. Because I think even though Train might not even agree with you and might still be mauled at you, right? The fact that he spoke to you directly will actually make him stop feeling certain ways and make you feel that you might feel the same way.
No, I'm down. Because people were saying that like, oh well, you forgave XQC, why not Train? But like, I talked about that before, where like you and I have had a different relationship than myself and Train. I think he's been a little bit more negative towards me. I am down to talk to him. I don't have an issue with talking to him at all. I used to be on his podcast all the fucking time. You know what I mean? But like, even when I was going on his fucking podcast, like he's just always been a bit of a he's always been on a fuck Hasan train. And not only that, but also but also like you, as far as like your involvement in the prior things that like prior schemes that Train was cooking up, you literally apologized for it. You said openly on the podcast when I had you on, when Ludwig was mending the gap, that you said that you knew like that it was false and you still were like memeing on certain things to make content out of it or whatever. Whereas like I feel like Train has never done that. Like if he were to say like that he was wrong for trying to like maliciously try to add me into the Adriana Lee saga or numerous other instances where he is like personally stated that, you know, I am responsible for like horrible things or thinks he like I fucking run Twitch or something alongside Pokemon, like of course I would have a conversation with him. Like look at these motherfuckers spamming Hasan in the chat. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, bro,
this was moderated. This okay. Listen, I had the filters on. Okay, and as soon as I pulled up, okay, I released the filters. The filters were clapping. They started to lose it. No. Listen. I mean it. We had the filters on earlier. And then and I think people are mauled. The filters were on earlier, and they're retaliating by doubling down like a bunch of bitches. But it's not like that. Yeah.
I just like how do they cope with the reality that like I know they're trolling, but like do they not understand that like we are friends? You know what I mean? Like I don't get it.
For sure, yeah.
They just don't. They don't get it. I don't think they just think like no, fuck that.
Listen, I think at this point, okay, it's a lot of it is I think there's like a 0.1% that actually feel that way, and I think a big percentage is like the same. It's the same way as in So sometimes I'll prove chat that, guys, I am not silver in League of Legends. Look, my count is platinum. I've been gold as replacements. I've never been silver. And they're like, chat, silver surfer. And every time I boot up the game or talk about the game, you're silver, bro. But they know I'm not silver. You know? They know I'm not silver.
No, they're just trolling. I get it. Anyway, all right. So
I don't want to
as far as talking to Train, like I'm fine. I'm fine with talking to Train. It's just like, but my expectations from that conversation would definitely have to revolve around like Train at least like acknowledging that, you know, it was kind of fucked up that he did a bunch of stuff where he tried to like implicate me in some shit that I had no business being implicated in.
You know what?
I'm excited. I've said this before and I legitimately believe this. I want Kick to survive as a platform. I want Kick to be a successful platform. I don't give a fuck like how it's being funded or whatever. Because like ultimately, maybe it's perhaps a bit selfish, but I think more competition amongst platforms, like streaming platforms, is overall a good thing, right?
Agreed. Competition.
It's good. It's good for the space. It's good for the content. It's good for the platforms to like treat their content creators a little bit better. You know,
No. True. Yeah. Also, I genuinely like listen. As now I can say that. I think as a friend and also as a person, as a content creator, I meant well when I said that I can connect would train on a personal level, right? And if I was there doing it, I can definitely make him like reel back some dog shit, and I think he'll listen to me, right? When it's reasonable. Okay, I don't think he would sit there and be unreasonable for like 3 hours straight or like an hour and just I wouldn't let that happen. Okay,